Hey everyone, NGen64 is here, and welcome to a very special video. Today I am celebrating hitting 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, and to celebrate I'm going to be playing the Crash 30th Anniversary Adventure for Crash Team Racing, which is a custom adventure made by the wonderful people over at Custom Team Racing. So we'll get into this now, so let's see, who am I going to play as? Cortex. So there's a couple of custom skins for these guys. There's Torna, there's Insane Trilogy Torna Ruckus. Who should I play as? Clown Brio? Mum Brio? Oh, okay, that must be Mind Over Mutants Brio, right. Classic Brio. Crunch. Oh, wow, look at all the crunches in there. Polar Tubular Coco. Nina. Pinstripe. Willy Wonka Cheeks. Papu Papu. King Chicken. Arabian. Oh. Maybe I'm tempted to play as a lab assistant. Komodo Joe. Oxide. Entropy Pasadena. That's tempting as well to play as Entropy. He was always my guy. The Cat Bat or Penta. Fake Crash Rillaroo. Rillaroo Hovercart. Okay. Improvillo. Hey, where's Again, does everyone just hate Komodo Mo or something? Why is he not in this? Anyway. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to be a complete basic guy, and we're going to play as Entropy. Now, let's have a look. Okay, apparently I can toggle his stats here. Okay, can I, like, put him up high for everything? I can. Do you want... Is this what I want? Is this good, or am I, like... I don't know, we're going to find out. We're going to find out if that is a good idea or not to put all your stats at max. Alright. Okay, no, it definitely feels like a good idea. I'll say that much. Alright, Inferno Island. That is the first track. So, let us begin. So, yeah, like I said, like, totally custom adventure made by the fine people over at Custom Team Racing, which is a awesome Discord server that sort of is dedicated to Crash Team Racing mods and sort of these packs, like these custom adventure packs. There's a few other custom adventures that are making the rounds. There's the Lockbox custom adventure too, which I was considering doing that for my 2,000 subscriber video, but it was just too tempting to not consider doing the 30th anniversary pack. So this is part one of a few packs that are going to be released, I guess, towards the back half of this year as we get closer to Crash's 30th anniversary, which obviously would be, what, September 96 was when we first saw Crash 1 released. Oh, there we go. Nice. I still got it. So yeah, like, you know, who knows? Maybe the fans will do more for Crash's 30th anniversary than Activision will do. Although, with A Realm Beyond in the pipeline, those 8 seconds we've got, you know, so tempting. Maybe they've got some ideas for Crash. Who knows? But yes, this is developed by Lolo and Penta, who are the programmers behind this. Lolo being the director. Custom models by I and Nitrax. And the hub was made by P. I believe that's their username on Discord, just P. And we've got Oscar Pro 96 did the music for this as well. And so, yeah, this includes a bunch of, like, you know, as you saw in the menu there when I was selecting the characters. A lot of character options, a lot of skins. You know, characters that didn't even appear in Nitro Fueled, which was, like, you know, the definitive Crash Team Racing experience, in my opinion. You know, you got Rusty Walrus, for God's sakes. Willy Wonka Cheeks. I'm really enjoying Willy Wonka Cheeks' hub icon there. Or his, what do you call that? Like his standings. Oh man, Cortex. Okay, I'm really glad I put all my stats at very high, because that was a pretty good go of it. I didn't notice any negative effects. So yeah, there's, I think, 54 custom models in this game, they say. There's, like, a new hub world, as you're seeing here. There's bosses. I'm assuming we'll have to fight Willy Wonka Cheeks at some point. 17 tracks, I believe. So there's a lot of content. A lot of content. I'm probably going to do this over a couple parts. But, you know, I'm going to get through all of it, so stay tuned. Nice. What was this? Wampa World, this is called. So this is kind of like a amusement park track. I think... I haven't played far enough into actually race against Willy Wonka Cheeks, but I would assume this would be his track, right? Surely. Now, I am very impressed, by the way, with the NPCs. They're actually rubber banding quite well. Like, even though, as you saw, I put all my stats at the, like, highest possible, maximum, we've still got these guys who are, like, keeping speed with me, which is really good. That's what you want. That's what you want. You want that kind of experience, rather than just, like, time trials and whatnot. So, and that's where the CTR modding community kind of started, was just custom tracks. Well, I shouldn't say just custom tracks, but it was custom tracks that were all, mostly time trialed, and then you just sort of race against each other, and whoever got the best time got the best time. But, having full adventures and having tracks being ported over from other games, this community is really, really advancing itself. I know Crystal Fissure is quite into what this community is up to at the moment. He's actually been, decomping a few PS1 games himself to get some of those levels and send them out to the community. Oh shit! Okay. Oh, excellent. Okay, that was brilliant RNG right there. Perfect. Look at that. A breeze. All right, just took a swig of nice cold tea there. I made myself a cup of tea about half an hour ago. I'm still drinking it. All right. What do we have here? Is this the next track? I think it is. No, it's not. Okay, Coco Park 2, not the next track. Alright, so I did... Okay, maybe over here. I'm not sure if there's like a specific order you have to do these in, but we shall find out. What's this? Crystal Caves! Okay. Should have been called Crystal Fissure, but you know what? I'll allow it. Alright. I have to say, have you ever seen a track start you off so close to the wall? Whoa, okay, alright. This is awesome. We've got like a sort of... Oh, okay. All right. I see what's going on there. We're eventually going to come and, like, go underneath where we just jumped over. That's awesome. Yeah, this gives you, like a Dragon Mines kind of vibe. I was also going to say, like, Glimmer from Spyro. It kind of reminds me of those caves inside there, especially those gems on the thing there, which I think definitely those models look very Spyro 2. I'm just going to say that. As someone who's been dabbling in Blender a bit lately, I think those look very Spyro 2. But you know what? I am a big fan of asset reusing. And I think, games would get made more quickly if we did reuse assets. That's all I'm saying. And awesome vertex lighting going on too. See the red on the wall there? Excellent texturing. Excellent texturing, excellent vertex lighting, excellent track layout. This is a great track. So the other tracks were great too, but this one really, I mean, feels genuine, Like, there's just something about, like, the overlapping of, like, start and end, and, like, the jumps and everything. Wow. And a lot of hang time too, and I really like the corners are nice, like, the drifting feels good. Yeah, this is good. It feels very familiar too, like, that's something that, we've been talking about with Blowhard's Revenge, which is the fan game Crystal... Ah! I don't know if I'm going to make this now. Ah, no, I did not make it. That's alright. 6th place! What? Alright, I got 1 lap to catch up. That's alright, I like a challenge. But that's what Crystal Fissure and I were talking about with our Blowhard's Revenge concept. Is, we wanted to make a Spyro fan game that reminded you of Spyro 1, but was like a dream. It was like you're experiencing like what your dreams, of the game are like. And it feels a bit like that too, actually. This feels like, what a true sequel to Crash Team Racing would have felt like as a kid. Although, they like to withhold all the characters. You can have up to 10 characters. That's your lot. Or however many characters. How many characters were in the original Crash Team Racing? I don't know. I suppose I should talk a little bit about the fact that I've hit 2,000 subscribers, which, it doesn't seem like a major... I might have to race this track again. Doesn't seem like a major milestone to, like, I'm sure most of you out there, but, like, for me, if you think about it, right, I started on YouTube about... oh, jeez. Wow. All right, let's try that again. I started on YouTube about 15, 16 years ago now. Yeah, it would have been 16 years. Wow. So, I've spent almost over half my life on YouTube, right? And, in the early days, I was kind of just, like, screaming into the void a bit. Like, I was doing Let's Plays and stuff. And I had a few people watching me. And, back then, a couple hundred subscribers was a respectable amount. You didn't have your Mr. Beasts or anything like that making, like, tens of millions of subscribers. I think, Ray William Johnson was, like, the guy. And he had, like, just over 1 million subscribers. But yeah, like, you know, so obviously I took a very lengthy hiatus and have, you know, seemingly just returned. But when I left YouTube, for the most part, I think I had about 1,800 subscribers-ish. So the fact that I've been able to get about an extra 200 subscribers in the last, I don't know what, like month and a half, has been nothing short of amazing. And I really thank you all for, you know, showing up and watching the videos again and like leaving your comments, because, you know, that was part of the reason why I left. I was feeling uninspired. I didn't know what I should be doing, kind of directionless. Okay, that was a very nice, nicely played. Oh, come on! What is going on here? I'm getting absolutely decimated by these guys. Yeah, so I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, Let's Plays, and Let's Plays were kind of like old hat at that time anyway, and I wasn't really feeling like, you know, the point of recording many parts and then uploading them, and it's like, you know, either, you know, do a part, upload it, or bank parts and then upload it. But then it's you know, you don't have, it's a trade-off one way or the other, right? The trade-off is either record every day so that you can be current and respond to comments and get engagement, or bank them all. People leave comments, you don't see those comments until you record, you know, another batch in a session later, and then it's far too late. And at that point, just stream. So that was obviously the conundrum I was experiencing. And then it was like, well, if I'm streaming, what am I streaming for? What's the purpose? Do I really want to stream? But since the release of like the mods and the expansion of the modding scene and the accessibility of the modding scene, the fact that there's so many tools available to people now, and the imminent return of Spyro the Dragon as well, you know, that's sort of the reason I sort of came out of my hiatus, so to speak. So yeah, that's my backstory. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And look at that, I successfully won the race. That's good. You know, I like the fact that I had to retry that, because, you know, that's my first time playing. I'm going in completely blind. It shouldn't be super easy. All right. Surely Coco. Yes, I was going to say surely Coco Park now. Coco Park 2, I should say. And this looks just like the regular Coco Park, so I'm curious to see what's different. By the way, is that Cortex's Crash Tag Team Racing model there? Because if so, his head is huge. Okay, this is really cool. This is like a reimagining of Coco Park with like extra jumps and extra parts to it. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about when I talk about like those sort of fever dream levels or fever dream tracks that like are vaguely familiar to what you know. And it's like if you were asked to draw Coco's Park from scratch, you know, from memory, how would you do it? Something like this, you know? It's like, yeah, I know there's a tunnel somewhere. I know there's like a jump at the end. I know there's this other stuff. Yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. If you hear me stop talking for any period of time, it's just me taking in how cool this all looks. You've got the grandstand there, which, you know, obviously in Nitro Fueled, they just, you know, put a bunch of spectators in, which is awesome. That was the cool thing about Nitro Fueled. They kind of expanded on some of those concepts, didn't they? You know, it's like the original PlayStation didn't have the capacity to do spectators in a grandstand, but, you know, they put the grandstand there, and you as a child would fill in the blanks, but Nitro Fueled was like, actually, what if there were spectators in the grandstand? And what if I got juiced? And I got the rockets. Is that what it's called? Juiced? It's juiced. Very cool concept. But, you know, where's my frenzy? That's what I gotta say. My team frenzy. Alright. 138, not bad. Not bad at all, though I don't know what I'm up against. Okay! This must be Willy Wonka Cheeks. Willy Wonka Cheeks. Alright. Yes, as anticipated, we are fighting him in this level. Okay. Oh, excellent, excellent. Okay, yep. This is what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay, I did not know the bosses actually like did that, like drop stuff, so that's cool. Now it's interesting. I wonder what happens if you're Willy Wonka Cheeks and you're racing Willy Wonka Cheeks. Does that like change things? And I've got Ruse Tubes music playing. Ruse Tubes. Ruse Tubes? Yeah, that's what I said. Alright. I'm gonna lock in here. I've gotta lock in. I've gotta beat Willy Wampa Cheeks. He's the villain from Crash Tag Team Racing. Remember, he's the one who stole the Chaos Emeralds or whatever. What was it? The Power Crystals? No, it wasn't Power Crystals. It was like Power Gems or something, wasn't it? It's like, naughty, you've mixed up your gems and your crystals. Okay. There's an interesting rubber banding going on here. Like, he doesn't get... He gets a little bit ahead of me, but he's not, like, too far ahead of me. I always find I can catch up to him, like, on this section. Yeah. Oh, come on! Willy Wampa Cheeks. Alright. Don't worry. I can do this.
Have some of this.
Wait. Why am I hearing Pinstripe's lines? Okay, see, that part there is really hard. Like, that, it's just because I'm on like a square track, and it's like... Ah! Alright, I'll have to race him again. Ah! Alright, let's try that again. I can do it. Don't worry. I can lock in, and I can do it. Maybe I need to just start doing more sliding. Slide speed.
Say good night.
Okay, wait, there are... Wait. Did I get an item crate? How did I get an item crate? Or is that like some sort of mercy rule where it's like... If you lose... Oh no, there are item crates. Okay. For some reason I thought there were no item crates on this track. See, I'm finding it like tricky to strategically like slide boost when he's like dropping shit right in my path. And he took my crate! He's a thief and he stole my crate. Alright, that's right. Maybe I should just try to like stay close to him. There we go. Get like a good weapon or something. Okay, that'll do. Ah, okay. I'm wondering if they only give you missiles.
Say good night.
Hey!
You're mine.
Alright. Ah, man! Alright, come on. Come on, missiles, missiles, missiles. A single missile? Oh god, I hit him. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Okay, look. Was that complete luck? Maybe. But I'm gonna claim it. Alright. Awesome, okay, I got a key, which means I can unlock that key door, which is, what's over here? Oh, it already unlocked for me. How very kind. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, look at this. We've got a Cortex, a re-elect Mayor Neo Cortex. Alright. Gotta figure out which, track I can go into. What is this, the Odyssey? Hellenic Hijinks. Okay, kind of the Odyssey. Alright. Alright. This is giving me Disney's Hercules on PlayStation 1 kind of vibes. Alright. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. Yeah, this is nice. It's interesting, isn't it, in the Crash Bandicoot franchise, that like the only time they really try to tackle anything kind of like, you know, Mediterranean was in the Tiny Tiger boss fight. You know, when you got the Cortex, like Caesar Cortex hanging out up there. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. I thought it was a complete goner there when I jumped down that way, but I guess not. Yeah, this is a cool track. This is very cool. Very cool. It's giving me, like, Diddy Kong Racing vibes somehow. I think it's the like, the open grassy areas. Because Diddy Kong Racing has a lot of those sorts of tracks. Loving the trees. The trees look very familiar. What are they from? They're from something. Sorry, the reason I'm so clued in on this stuff is I've been, like, spending a lot of time looking at, like, Modeler's Resource and, like, and Blender files of stuff that people have already exported. So I'm quite, like, you know, hyper aware of, like, where models are coming from and where sort of things that inspiration is taken from. This, by the way, this is very cool. I like this a lot. I'm assuming falling in the water is not a good thing, so I'll steer clear of that. Oh, there's the hot rod greaser, the hot rod lab assistant. I mean, he is a greaser, so technically I'm correct there. Yeah, I really should be not slide spinning. Why do I keep saying slide spin? Slide boosting more, but I'm not that interested in it because I am interested in taking in the entire track. You know, Crystal Fisher and I were having some discourse about this recently, where we're talking about has speed running ruined our enjoyment of video games because, you know, instead of absorbing the layout and the content and everything, we're more consumed these days with the beating games as quickly as possible. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment on my web zone if you agree, or if you disagree. Maybe you can see more of a game quicker speedrunning. I don't know. All right. I better lock in here because this is a very long track. And I don't know if I want to redo this whole thing. Yeah, having AI is just so necessary. Like, it's a huge improvement having AI. Like, it's just very impressive. Okay, I think it can go down there, judging by the fact that those guys were hanging out down there. Is that Coco on a skateboard? It is. What is that from? Is that from something? Okay, there's definitely like a weapon balancing issue going on because I probably shouldn't be getting those warp orbs in second place, but you know what? I'll allow it. I mean, it did come in very handy there. Okay, is it slower going up this way? I'm not sure. I definitely think it's slower going up there. It seems it anyway. Oh, okay, there's like a shortcut up there or something. Alright, I gotta beat skateboarding Coco. There's no way I'm losing to skateboarding Coco. Okay, that did not help. Skateboarding Coco doesn't seem interested in taking the inside route, so I will... Oh, this is a tight one here. Oh! Okay. Let's retry that. That was not good. That was a very bad performance, I have to say. That was an extremely bad performance. I should have done better. Alright, now that I've enjoyed Hellenic hijinks, I'm going to really lock in. Because that was 3.5 minutes of my life I'm never getting back, so... There's definitely like a not CTR, this is CTR. There's definitely a Mario Kart thing going on too with some of the jumps. You know, where they've got some level geometry that's kind of like laid out on the ground for you to naturally jump over. Alright, come on. Ah! Just want to get a turbo. Yeah, alright. So it definitely seems like this is a bit of a shortcut here. If I can pull it off, which I can't. Yeah, the thing is with Crash Team Racing, it's like most of that game for me is muscle memory, so when I'm playing these tracks for the first time, I'm like, what is going on here? Which is fine. Alright, come on. I do like how you can kind of like do quite badly, but then like overtake towards the end. Alright. Yeah, this is a good level of difficulty. Well done. Well done to the difficulty balances. Alright. Come on, come on. Yeah, see, like that there, like that's a cool inclusion, you know? You don't see a lot of that in the original CTR, where there's like sort of natural stage hazards. Oh, shit! Ah! Okay, how did I do that? I was looking right at that, and I'm like, there is no way I'm going to be stupid enough to drive into that TNT. Or that TNT! Oh, okay, and apparently I didn't get the requisite jumps. Oh, you're kidding me. How am I 7th? Alright, oh, there we go. Okay, I think that looks impressive. I don't know if it's that much faster than the standard method, but it looked impressive, right? Come on, you gotta give me that. You gotta give me that! Please, I need something here. I'm coming 4th. Alright, maybe up here's faster? Everyone seems to, like, go... Oh, okay, that's a dead end. Right, okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm thinking, like, I'm quite glad I boosted all my stats to maximum, because this is not easy. And I know it looks like I'm not performing very well, which, you know, I could be performing better, but there's just not a lot of opportunities to get slide boosts going. Like, it's really... Some of these tracks are really tight. Like, this is a really tight... Like, tight course. But then you get this big open space here, which is kind of nice. Alright. Don't know where everyone else is, but I'm coming first, so I'm quite glad about that. Just don't shit the bed. Alright. Alright, I think I've done it. I think I've done it. There we go. 329. What was the other one? 336. So, only 7 seconds difference at the end of the day. So I'm not too bad. Alright. What's next? This is cool. What's in here? Is this the track? Skull Cave? No, it's not Skull Cave time. Soon it will be Skull Cave time, but not right now. Now is not the time for Skull Cave. Alright. What do we have? Where am I going? Who am I? Where am I going? Ooh, is this it? Out of time! Oh, out of time! Another CNK demake. And there's Clown Brio. Oh, this is cool. Alright, how are they going to do the anti-grav section? That is my question. Or is this like a reimagining, I guess, or like a spiritual successor to Out of Time? Which, by the way, is one of my favorite tracks from Nitro Kart. I really do like that track. And I like the Norm race too. It's a Norm Mute racing that one, isn't it? Okay. Oh, is this... Is this like the GBA Out of Time? No, okay, no, this area definitely reminds me of the proper one. Okay, not the proper. The GBA one is proper. Like I do like Nitro Kart on the Game Boy Advance. Actually, I do. It was, you know, a companion on those long road trips away from the PlayStation 2. I reckon actually it was maybe right around the time I created my channel, right? Maybe just before it. That I like, for some reason was like, I'm gonna dig my PS2 up and I'm gonna like 100% crash Nitro Kart, which I did, and that was like what, January 2010. So yeah, 6 and a bit years ago. That's crazy. Oh, 16 and a bit. Did I say 6 and a bit? Oh my god, 16 and a bit years ago. 16 and a half, probably a bit more than that. That's insane. Time moves quickly. Like I was saying, I've had my YouTube channel for more than half of my life. Like I'm 31 now. And I was just 16 when I created the channel, so, yeah, amazing. Yes. Like, I could have gone through high school and regular school all over again in that time. Alright. Yeah, this is good. I like this track a lot. This is fun. And you can tell, like, I'm better at it, too, because I've got that sort of vague familiarity of, like, you know, what's coming next because of just playing the original so many times, both on Nitro Kart and on Nitro Fuel. And if you get the flow state going here, it's actually not too bad. Make use of some of those jumps. You know, I never actually did do a Let's Play of the original Crash Team Racing. Like, I did Crash 1, Crash 2, Crash 3, and then I never did Team Racing for some reason. And then I started Wrath of Cortex, but I never finished it. I think I got pretty far into it, but at that time I was emulating it, and there was like a known glitch with the PSX2 emulator, where you couldn't get past a certain level. It would like just go completely black. So I think I stopped right before that level. I think it was Droid Void or something like that. So, you know, who knows? Maybe I could go back and finish it. Alright. Is there a track? There is a track up here, isn't there? Oh, jeez. Tripping myself out here. Alright, what do we have here? What is this track? Dark Ruins? Okay, still not time for Dark Ruins. Is it Skull Cave time? It's got to be Skull Cave time, right? Where's Skull Cave? Over here, right? It must be. Alright, definitely Skull Cave time. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I don't know how I could have lived with myself if I wasn't going into Skull Cave. Alright, what's going on with Skull Cave? Hapu Papu's here! Excellent. I was wondering when he'd show up. Oh, cool, it's like mystery caves, but like, more challenging, I suppose. And mystery caves is an interesting one. Like, what Crash Bandicoot... Oh, hold on. Ah! I suppose I need, like, a speed boost or something to get over that way. Like, what is Mystery Caves meant to, like, be representing? Like, which Crash levels? Because, you know, most Crash Team Racing tracks sort of, like, have companion levels in the games that sort of go with them, right? But Mystery Caves is sort of an outlier in that regard. And the other thing is, too, whose track is Mystery Caves? And who does it belong to? Because, you know, everyone has like a home track, except for Entropy and Pentapenguin, I believe, are the only two characters in the original Crash Team Racing that don't have a... Oh, that's cool, too. They don't have, like, a track that, like, they belong to. Although, for a long time, I believe Mystery Caves was actually Entropy's track. You know, he's a time traveler guy. Time travel's a bit of a mystery. It was either that or Sewer Speedway, which also I saw kind of fit him as well. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know. There's a lot. I'm asking a lot of questions today. I'm asking a lot of you viewers, but this is testing. You know, retention. It's testing to see how long I can keep you guys captivated, which is, you know, it's good for my own personal ego and good for my own personal development. It lets me know what subjects to talk about and which subjects not to talk about. It's like, you know, when you're on a date, what are the two things you don't talk about? That's right, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. Okay, that was a big, admittedly a very lame joke, but you know, I stand by it. Alright, what's going on over here? This is interesting to me. Oh, okay, all right. I really should, you know, bank up like a speed boost thing or something, just in case I get. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. All right, let's try the skull head shortcut. Unless it's like a complete red herring and it's not meant to be used, but you know what? I'm willing to. Ah, okay. No, definitely not going to take it now, considering that. But isn't there like a something over here? There you go. All right. Look, I got the moves. All right. I know what I'm doing. I've played this game before. Well, not this game, but I've played, you know, games like it before. Alright, let's get a good weapon here. Bomb? No, no good. I reckon if you tally up all the times in my life I've ever hit anyone with a bomb in Crash Team Racing or any of the Crash Racing games, I reckon that would be quite a negligible amount. I reckon the bomb, for me and the bomb, we don't get on. Okay. Now, finally, we're going to go to Dark City, or Dark Ruin, or whatever it's called. What is it? Dark Ruins. Dark Ruins, okay. It's definitely dark, and there definitely seems to be ruins here. Well, this reminds me of, like, Jaws of Darkness or something from, Temple Ruins, actually. Very Temple Ruins. You know, and it's good to see the Crash 1 style tracks get some love. You know, I feel like the CTR was just obsessed with Crash 2 and 3. You know, show some love to Crash 1, for God's sakes. Without any Crash 1, we wouldn't be here at all. So, anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Whoa! Oh, that's awesome! Oh, it's a nice short track, proving the age-old adage that, you know, sometimes length isn't best. Quality over quantity, I say. And this track is a lot of quality, and I'm really enjoying... Look at all these bits we can jump and slide. Okay. Alright, I think of all the tracks I've played today, I think this has got to be my favorite. Just in terms of, like, playability. Like, this is fun. Look at this. It's got that thing where it's like, you know, easy to play, difficult to master. I can already tell there's, like, so many options for shortcuts. Like, you can probably take some sick jump around that side there. Few other things you could probably do. Just very fun. Look at this track. Also, you know, it doesn't overstay its welcome either. It's like, get in, get out, have fun. And at the end of the day, isn't that what we want? That's what we all want, isn't it? Yeah, this on time trial would be fun. Yeah, see, I can already see that, like, there's potential for a lot of corner cutting. Oh, that's good. A mini shortcut there. Oh. 1 minute 37 for the entire track. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Time to go up against the boss, which is Crunch. And I have no idea what track we're going to be racing against him on. I'm very curious. Okay, out of time. Makes sense considering that, you know, Crunch is the first playable character in Nitro Kart. He throws out potions. Very puppy of him. How very puppy of you, sir. But did I actually get him with my TNT crit? I think I did. Alright, let's see if I can just stay ahead of him and, like, not have to worry about any of his nitro crits. Wait, did I actually hit? I think I hit him with my my bomb as well. So, you know what? I was talking about, like, my bomb to hit ratio being quite terrible. And, you know, immediately. Vindication. Yeah, this is a definitely, like, no offense to Wumpa World, but, like, this track is definitely more friendly for a boss race because, you know, Willy Wumpa Cheeks' track is just, like, not enough options for sliding, not enough options for weapons to fight back. Like, I feel like in that one, if you get behind the 8-ball too much, you're really behind the 8-ball. Whereas this one, and I'm not just saying it because I'm doing well, I just feel like it's just designed better for, like, a boss race. Hence, I mean, you know, Norm and Big Norm, or Little Norm and Big Norm, you play them on this track. So, yeah. I keep hearing Dingo Dial. I don't know if that's meant to be, like, me, or if that's, like, Crunch is having Dingo Dial's sound from. I can't quite tell. I'm assuming it's Crunch. Alright, if I can beat this first try, though, I would be very happy. Alright, final lap. Man, I love Crash Team Racing. Have I said that before? I really like Crash Team Racing. So, you know, anything that has the Crash Team Racing mechanics, I'm a big fan. I keep hearing Dingo Dial. What is he laughing about? You know, he's losing by a considerable margin too, I'm sure. Maybe he just he's like every time he like drops a potion or something, I can hear him just say something. I wonder who the other bosses are too. We've had Willy Wumpa Cheeks and Crunch. Crush? Yeah, they should get crushed from Spyro. He should be the boss. Alright, whoa. Yeah, those jumps where you go between the legs of that thing, of the clocks or the windmills, whatever. Very, very cool. And look at that, no sweat. 232. Very good time. Very, very good time. Alright, so we've got 2 keys. So we've got 8 cups, which means we're halfway through this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll put a pin in this for now. We'll end here, and then in the next part, the second part, we will venture into this hub area, and we will do the tracks encased inside of it. So I look forward to you all joining me in part 2 of the Crash Team Racing 30th, or the Crash Bandicoot 30th Anniversary Adventure mod, and I will see you in part 2 of that very mod. So farewell for now, but not forever.